grew up in South Africa, you know it. That scrape, rattle, scrape as a kid rides up and down the driveway again and again and again. Here's the twist. The company we're featuring today has made close to 2 million of those little black ride-ons over the years. Over 2 million kids filled with joy, and with 2 million parents thinking, please just burn up that energy. This is South Africa's Future 50, backing the builders, quietly building our future prosperity. And today, it's Blomo Plastics, based in Springs, Gauteng, founded by Fritz Strydom Snr. Fritz is a proper maker. In the early days, he didn't just buy a machine and hope. He worked his day job, then worked late at night, into the night, building his own blow molding machine. He even sold his house to get the machine finally built and the business off the ground. That's not a business plan. That is absolute grit. Then came the ride-on. They pitched a simple, tough toy into a market that needed something affordable and reliable. At their peak, they were producing huge volumes, and the toy became nostalgic. Grown-ups wanted their kids to have the same driveway memories that they had. But toys are a nice to have, and when money gets tight, people buy food before they buy fun. And if one big customer carries too much of your workload, you don't control your future, they do. So Blomo pivoted. Today they make rigid packaging for liquids, containers for water and chemicals, and they've worked really hard to make sure they got the right customers on board. I asked Fritz Sr. what is the one big lesson he could share with us.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. We learned the hard way when one big customer carried most of our work. When they changed direction, we felt it fast and it hurt. If you're a business owner listening, start now. Build a wider customer base, even if it's slower at first. It gives you stability, choices, and room to grow.
That lesson is simple and brutal. Big customers feel safe until they squeeze your prices, stretch your payments, or change their minds. So here's a question. Where in your business are you still one phone call away from a crisis? Mostly because of a big customer. Blomo can be the go-to packaging partner for water, chemicals, and food. The kind of supplier you choose because your deliveries don't go wrong, your product doesn't fail, and your customers stay happy. In fact, already, they are the biggest producers of that upside-down water bottle that we see in water fountains right across South African offices. And now there's a really smart next step on their table, shifting into PET packaging that can meet European export requirements. That doesn't just help Blomo, it can help their customers open new markets too. PET packaging is a plastic material that is entirely recyclable. To get this right, there are 3 big moves. First, secure a long-term anchor contract. It means that the funding you need to produce that machine and use the machine and commission the machine will follow the volumes from that contract. Next, upgrade that machine to PET packaging standard. Europe demands tighter packaging standards. And if you get that right for your customers in South Africa, you open European markets for them. And then finally, create the managers to run the daily output so that you as the owners are not the system. Steady work without key person risk matters in every business. But here's the thing, no business grows alone. And what Fritz Sr. smartly did is convince his sons to join him in the business to get it to its next level. There are 2 things that are needed. The first, Fritz Sr. already did. He convinced his sons to join him in the business, and they sit there at the helm, driving the business day to day, looking after the market and looking after production. The next is a call out to South Africa. I asked Reno Strydom, Fritz Sr.'s son, what was needed from us to help them get there.
I'm asking supply chain and procurement leaders in the food and edible oil business to meet with us for a short pilot discussion. We want to show you a smarter packaging option made from PET plastic, produced to European export standard. That means better handling and less transport waste. It can open new markets for your product or new export grade capability for your production line. If you like what you see, let's work toward a longer supply agreement.
If that's you, take the meeting. And if you know someone in that role, open a door. This week's Future 50 growth tip is, don't bet on one horse alone. When one customer or one product carries the whole business, you are one change away from chaos. A wider base means the payoff is steadier work, less stress, and a business that can run with you, not because of you. This country's ours, so is its future. Let's build it by backing the businesses that create the jobs, the growth, and through that, the hope for us all.